Okay, guys, today we have our first class and we talk about the present progressive. This is a topic that we already saw in fourth tetra in English 1 at the end, okay, on the third period. So I hope that you remember this grammar information. So let's review. Present progressive is the action that we do at the moment speaking. Right now, at this moment, now, right away, etc. Okay? So at the moment speaking. And we're talking about working with ing. Okay? This is the same tense in Spanish but with other words. Okay? So how are we going to work with the present progressive? Progressive or continuous is the same, okay? If you see progressive or if you see continuous, we're talking about the same information, okay? The same tense. And to work with the progressive or with continuous, we need to work with ing, okay? In the action. In the action that you are using on the sentence or on the phrase or on the situation, you need to add ing to the main action: working, sleeping, dancing, reading, traveling, eating, etc. Okay? And with the ing, we need to work with the verb to be, okay? Conjugated with the specific pronoun, name, or subject. Remember that the verb to be we conjugate it in three forms in present. Am for I, for myself, is for the singular pronouns or names, and are for the plural form. Okay? So we can say that I am, or you are, or she is. Now, the structure is the pronoun or name plus or the subject. You can say you or he, or you can speak about Angel or Susanna, or you can speak about the professors, etc. Okay? So pronoun, name, or subject. Second step. For second step, we need am, is, or are. Depending on what? Depending on this name or on the pronoun. Okay? So I am, right? He is, okay? Or we are, okay? As third step, we need the action with ing, okay? And finally, the complement. So let's see some positive some positive examples. I am talking now. You are paying attention. He is working right now. Eric is sleeping now. She is cooking. My mom is washing the clothes. It is barking. The dog is barking. So it and the dog is the same. You can say it or you can say the dog. Remember that it is for singular names, singular things or animals. We are listening the class. We and Jared, Merari, and I is the same. Okay? So you can say we or you can say the name of the persons and then including yourself, and I. Are dancing salsa music. You are studying a lot. They are playing now. Or it's the same if you say the kids are playing in the park at this moment. They and the kids is the same, okay? For example. Or if you say she or my mom is the same, okay? So this is positive form, okay? Remember, we have the pronoun, or we have the name, okay? Or we have the subject, okay? Singular or plural, okay? Second step, am, is, okay, or are, okay? Third step, the action, talking, paying, working, sleeping, cooking, washing, barking, listening, dancing, studying, playing, etc. Okay? Now, as we have positive, we have negative. Okay? Now we're going to work with the negative form. The negative is very easy. The only thing that you have to do is that you're going to include the negative form not to the auxiliary, not to the pronoun, not to the action, not in the complement. Always goes in the auxiliary. I'm not, okay, is not, okay, or are not. And if you want to use the short form or the contract form, remember that am not is the same as apostrophe M, not. Are not is the same as aren't. Is not is the same as isn't. Okay? So you can use a full form or you can use the short form. Okay? Is the same. But be sure to work with the correct auxiliary. Okay? So you have to pay attention to the pronoun if it is in singular, if it is plural. Okay? And the action ing goes in all the situations with all the names, all the pronouns. Okay, because the difference is in the auxiliary. Okay. For example, structure. Well, you need the subject, the name or the pronoun plus am or is or are plus not, and then the action with ing and the complement. Okay. And then we have some questions. If you want to do a question, you have to begin with the auxiliary. In this case, we're working with am, is, or are. So am goes first, or is, or are. And then the pronoun, the name or the subject, and then the verb with ing, and then the complement. Okay? If the sentence is Eric is sleeping now, well, to make the question, you're going to make a change of places. Instead of Eric is, you're going to say is Eric. Okay. So to make the question, first is the auxiliary and then the pronoun. Okay. You only are going to make a change of places. Is she cooking dinner? Are you working right now? Are they playing now? And if you are asking with the verb to be, are short answers. Yes, she is, no, she isn't. Positive, negative. Yes, I am, no, I'm not. Okay, if they are asking you. Or yes, they are, no, they aren't. Positive, negative. Okay. But if you are working with a WH question, like what, where, which, who, why, when, where, etc., how many, the WH question goes first, and then the auxiliary, and then the pronoun or name, and then the rest. Okay. So as this question, the only thing that you're going to do is to add a WH question at the beginning. Okay. Not in the middle, not at the end. At the beginning. Okay. So what are you doing at this moment? What? And like it is an open question, you have to answer with an open answer, okay? Because if they are asking, what are you doing at this moment? You're not going to say, yes, I am. What are you doing? I am doing homework. I am cooking. I am reading, etc. Okay? Or I am not doing anything, okay? Or where is Luigi working now? He is working with his father, okay? So if it begins with an auxiliary, it is just yes or no. If it begins with a WH question, well, you have to answer with a longer sentence. We have more examples here. We have the same example in positive, in negative, and in question. Okay, positive, I am walking. I am not walking, negative. Am I walking? Okay, if you are asking yourself. You are walking, you are not walking, okay? Are you walking? Yes, I am, no, I'm not, okay? He is walking, he is not walking. Is he walking? Yes, he is, no, he isn't. Or we are walking, we are not walking. Are we walking? Yes, we are, or no, we aren't, etc., okay? Positive, negative, and question. And also, if you see, we have a full form, I am, or we have a short form, I'm walking. I don't know if you see, but it is in lighter color, the letters. I'm walking. I am not walking. I'm not walking. So we have the full form and then the short form. For example, she is walking is the same as she's walking. She is not walking. She isn't walking. okay? So for all the examples, you have full form, short form, in positive and negative. For example, they are walking, they're walking. They are not walking, they aren't walking. The same, positive, negative, full form, short form, okay? And here we have some examples of some of the actions, okay? If, for example, if the action ends in O, you only have to add ing. But in the case of live or have or dance, okay, or make, you have to take off the E and you have to put ing. In the case of sleep, of cut, of run, of swim, you have to duplicate the last letter and add ing because it is one syllable, but most of all because it is one vowel before a consonant. So you have to duplicate the last letter. But that not happen with hit, okay, or we eat, because there are two vowels, okay, so you only have to add ing. And the same happens, well, in the case of play, if it is a vowel before the y, you have to left the ing. Or in the case of lie and die, you have to take off I and E and have to put ing. So depending of how the verb is writing, está escrito, okay, you have to pay attention so you can see how are you going to add the ing, okay. And here are more examples, okay, in Spanish, okay, affirmative, negative, negative, and the question, okay. So you can practice more, okay. So the only thing that you have to do is to pay attention in if it is a positive situation, a negative situation, if it is a question, if it is a WH question, okay, and if it is a full